In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at creating wireframes in Adobe XD. So this step will always come after you've done the wireframes by hand with some paper, like in a paper prototype, and you've tested it like that. This is still a low fidelity prototype. It's a very simple prototype, and really it's not aimed to be a design, it's aimed to just be where things go on a page. So let's get into it and just have a look at what we've done here. So I'm not going to go over how I designed the whole thing, but I'm just going to show you one or two bits and pieces that might require a little bit of extra kind of explanation, and we'll take it from there. So let's start off with how I got going. So first up, I just created iPhone 6, 7. So click on here, you get your screen. If you need to add more screens, you can just use this button here. You can add them wherever you want to. You can copy them by clicking copy and paste and putting them there, and you can just pick them up and move them. So really useful. That's how I kind of organized it. So let's look at this. This is just depicting a map. You can see it's not a real map. I'll do that when I come to the final design. But in order to create the map, all I did was, first of all, create a circle. I double click the circle, grab the pin at the bottom, and use my shift and my down arrow, take it down a little bit, pull that in, and now it's beginning to look like it might be a map marker, something like that. Create another object there, get both of them, and do object, path, subtract, and one is cut out from the other one. So that's really all I did. Then scale it down. I always do them big and then scale them down, and then I changed the fill of another one just so that you can see you and what might be around you. Okay, then I created a little down arrow here. I just did this with the pen tool, sort of something like this. And you can put a fill in there if you want to, make it a color. And then you've got that then to move around and do with what you want. I'm going to remove that because I don't need that in there. Actually, let me undo that because there's something I can do with that in a moment. Let me make the fill of that white. Well, let's look at how we made this box here. So this is the idea that you click on one of these and a little information box pops up over the top. So create a rectangle. Let's get these two aligned. Push that up a little bit. Okay, once you've got both of them selected, object, path, add, becomes one path. Let's put some shadow underneath it, and there we are, it's done. So simple things like that, you can easily do it. In the background of this, we just simply added a background blur and a shadow. That'll become obvious a bit later on, so we'll look at that later on. This bit here is just some user reviews. So I did a line, and then I did some text. So I created a text box like that. I'll just put something in there for now. And with both of them selected, repeat grid. Again, I've done that before, so nice and easy to create something like that. Just some menu items here at the top, like menu, map, book, as in navigation items. And then the menu is going to bring this as an overlay over the top. The thing here is the date, the time, and the people. And then you click sort of submit, and it confirms it. We've got you, and then shows you the map again in detail, because the only option here is map. And then maybe there isn't anything available, so sorry, we're booked. It's always good to have something like that. Good. Okay. So once you've kind of got your design laid out, you can take a look at it like this. We go move into the prototype phase, and I'm going to grab this option here, which is to select the map icon, and I'm going to drag it over to this screen. And I'm going to say that this is going to be an overlay. So this whole screen here goes grey because it shows you where it's going to be positioned over here. And I have placed this in the right place, so it's just going to land over here. Hence why I've done that. So we can just test that. With this screen selected, we can just click play. And when I click on here, we see it comes over. I click again and it disappears away again. But I'm thinking once you've clicked on here, maybe you want to then see about this menu. So this is a transition. So let's do a transition, and let's not dissolve. Let's slide left. Let's push left even. That's probably the right thing to do here. So we'll push left. So we'll go back to the beginning. Let's try those things out. So we're here. We click again, and we push left and move into that design. We see people, the review, there'll be a picture here, and we can build the rest of the functionality. So let's do the menu. Menu just goes over the top here, and this is going to be an overlay. So we can see that that's going to overlay over the top of this one. And we want this one to dissolve. So we can just, again, we can just try that. We just click play on this menu, and there it is. Click again, it goes away, so that's good. The map would take us back, so let's do a push left on that back. Okay, and then to book would take you to this screen. Push left is good there. Okay, so we're on this screen here. That would take you back. Actually, no, the menu wouldn't take you back. The menu would do this one. It would be an overlay, and it would be a dissolve. The map would take you back here. And then the submit button at the bottom will push you on. We'll just do this one here. Push left, which I think is good. We'll leave it like that. And then the map button here is now going to take you this way. And let's have this slide up. I think that would work quite well. And finally, we'll do this one. Let's get this, exit out, and we will push left. Okay, so hopefully we can move through this. We can see some of this. Maybe go back to the map. Yeah, works. Let's book it. Awesome. So onto our map. There's our directions. We walk there and we're done. So with something like that, it's very easy to work with. And the best thing to do is to share this afterwards. And the easiest way to share it is to go to the button in the very, very top right of the screen over here and to choose Publish Prototype. So we'll call it Wireframe Restaurant Finder. Create a public link. And here we can see the published, finished work ready to show other people. And we can take this link at the top here and pass it to anybody that we like. And they can then see and test our own wireframe. And then if they want to, they can make some comments down the side here and give feedback on what's working and what isn't working with that. So that's how we go about creating a wireframe with Adobe XD.